Um, I'm Patricia, obviously. Hello. That's Sarah. Neha's there. Those are my roommates. They're going to be the demo people. No, we're all going to do it at the same time. Okay, so we've got 2 blocks, and they could be blocks, or Sarah's got a box of tampons, quarantine props, and then ideally, I didn't tell you guys this, but we'll figure it out. A strap of some kind. So this is a belt. You could also use like a hand towel. You could use a pair of pants. You could use a long sock. Really anything that's like, I want to say about this long. Nice block. Okay, and then the last thing is the playlist. So if you got the email or the Google invite, I put a link into the playlist if you want to listen to it. Tonight's playlist is my favorite. It's basically the entire Kaytranada album. And then I plugged in a few extra songs of his at the end. So if you know Kaytranada, if you know me, you know I'm a big fan. And it's super fun and super flowy. And so if you're new to my class, basically what we do is, you both are new to my class. They haven't been to my class before. It's super flowy, and we repeat things a few times, so that way, the more we repeat, the more we get it into our body, and the less we have to think about it, which really, I think, all that we need right now is to just turn all this crap off, right? So that's the goal today. So that's my typical flow, but like especially tonight, the flow that I have, we repeat and repeat and repeat, and every time we repeat, we add on. So also ideally is we'll get sweaty. Hopefully this sweatshirt will come off at some point. That's the plan. So if you want to listen to the Kaytranada playlist, just have it ready to go on whatever you're going to use, and I will tell you when to hit play. I think we will listen to it here. I'll just put it on super low so you guys can't hear it. You can also obviously listen to your own music if you'd rather listen to your own stuff. What else? So yes, if you are listening to music, make sure you're on mute. But I want this to be as interactive as possible. So if you have questions, go off mute and like just shout until I hear you, because I'd love to hear from you. Any questions right now? Hey, Vivian. Hey, Emily. Oh, I miss you guys. What's up? Any thoughts, questions? I'm so happy you're all here. The coolest thing is like, oh, go ahead.
We just want to say hi.
Hi. Mo, you're so dark. It's okay. It's great. It looks nice. Yeah.
I'm very moody tonight.
We all are. Yeah, I feel that.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for coming. The greatest part about this is like I'm seeing faces I've never seen before, or I haven't seen in a long time, or like don't live in Boston. So,
That's so nice.
I'm really happy about that. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to come into a supported bridge to start. So you will grab your block, or you can grab like a pillow, and you'll come onto your back. You'll plant your feet, and you'll lift your hips up, and you'll slide whatever it is. I don't know if the tissue box is going to be too soft. You can use my nails. Okay. You just sit on it and let your arms kind of fall open wide. I've never done anything like this before. I'm a little nervous. I think we're all pretty new to this, so we're all gonna see how it goes. So the block should be most likely on the lowest height. Sarah's got a little bit higher for a little bit more of an opening in the low back. It should be comfortable. It should feel no pinching in the low back. Nice gentle support. And you can just close your eyes and just kind of let your shoulders soften. And try to resist the urge to wiggle here. Notice the feeling of the floor underneath you. Notice the parts of your body that are touching the floor. And just feel that connection, feel the pull of gravity beneath you, letting your body get a little bit heavier. And take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale. Let's do that a couple more times. I think we can all use a few deep breaths. Take a nice big inhale through your nose all the way in. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so obviously tonight we are going to flow, we're gonna get sweaty, we're gonna do some core work, we're gonna stretch, strengthen, all that good stuff. But my biggest priority tonight, and really every time we practice yoga, is to focus on breathing. We're in such a state of anxiety right now that being able to deepen and slow and relax the breath is such a great tool to just keep ourselves connected to this current moment, which is what we need. And go ahead and plant your feet on the floor and take your hips off of the block or whatever it is that you're using. And hold on to that. Grab the block and place it in between your thighs. And lift your legs up into a reverse tabletop. So legs in between the thighs and shins are parallel to the floor. And you'll cactus your arms on the floor. I don't know if you can see me. So half goal, post your arms on the floor, elbows are bent. Give a little bit of a squeeze on the block and pull your belly button down towards your spine. So you should hopefully feel your low back flattening on the floor. Take an inhale. On your exhale, start to slowly lower both knees to the right, but don't let them come down, let them hover. Inhale at the bottom, and then exhale, lift up at the top. Take an inhale. Exhale, will slowly lower to the left. Lift to hover, take an inhale, and then exhale, we lift back up. Good, inhale at the top. Slowly exhale to the right. Inhale, and exhale, lift back up. So warming up the core, take an inhale. Exhale to the left. Good, inhale to hover, and exhale to lift back up. Let's do one more each way. Inhale, exhale, take it to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. One more. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower to hover. Inhale. Good. Exhale to lift. Grab the block, set it aside. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a little, just a few rocks and rolls up and down, and come into Navasana, boat pose. So coming onto your seat, your legs will stretch forwards, your arms will stretch forwards, and try to lift your chest. And by the way, if at any point you guys can't hear me, just come off mute and just yell at me. Lift your chest up a little bit higher. Take one more inhale. And exhale, cross the ankles, come to hands and knees, tabletop. All right, here's where you want to turn on the music. So if you're using that playlist, or really any playlist that you want to have, go ahead and turn it on now, and we'll start moving through cat-cow to your own breath. So on your inhale, you'll dip your belly, open your chest. And exhale, round the spine. Why don't you spin around so you're both facing the same direction? That way it's visually. Pretty low over here. So just starting to bring some movement into your body. Linking your movement with your breath. And feel free to add on anything you'd like to add on. So could be a sway in the hips. Lift the wrist for a little bit of wrist opening as you move back and forth. You might close your eyes. you're ready, you'll tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And if you'd like to pedal the heels, sway your hips, whatever it is that you like to do in your down dog at the beginning of your practice. Think of wrapping the triceps outward, so expanding the upper back. Letting the weight sink back down into your heels. Trying to relax your neck. On your inhale, you're going to lift your heels, round your way forwards to a plank pose. So come to high plank, your heart reaches forwards. And then on your exhale, tap your knees down, untuck your toes, child's pose, sink your hips back. Sweep your hands towards the back of the mat. The fingertips will tent behind you and you'll lift your chest up. On your inhale, you'll either push the chest forwards or you'll also push the hips forwards, so like a supported camel pose. And then exhale, take the hips back down. On your inhale, sweep the right arm up and over your ear, hips might press forwards. And then exhale, right hand down. We'll switch, left hand up and over the ear. Good, exhale, take it down. Inhale, stand up onto your shins, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms. Interlace your fingers. If you have a strap here, you might want to use them if this bind is difficult. Inhale, lift your chest. On your exhale, think child's pose. Hips come back to your heels. Tap your forehead on the floor on a block and lift the clasp of your hands up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath in. Breath out, release it. Listen carefully. You're going to slide your way forwards to a cobra pose. So stretch the hands forwards, hips come forwards. Hands are at your low ribs, elbows hug in, heart reaches. Take an inhale. Good, exhale, let it go. Tuck your toes, find your way to downward facing dog, either through a tabletop or a plank pose. We'll do that a few more times, repeating it. So inhale, lift your heels, round your way forwards to high plank. Exhale, tap the knees down, untuck your toes. Hips go back, child's pose. Drag the fingertips back as you lift your chest, tense your hands behind you. Lift your heart, maybe the hips press forwards on your inhale. Exhale, hips come down. This time, left arm reaches up and over your ear, maybe the hips press. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm this time, inhale, up and over. Exhale, take it down. Stand up onto your shins, both arms rise, inhale. Cactus the arms, exhale, bend the elbows, think of pulling the elbows back, and then interlace the fingers. Opposite thumb on top, if you can remember. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, think child's pose. Hips go back to your heels, forehead taps on the floor. One more breath in. Breath out, release the bind, reach your hands all the way forward, slide your hips forwards, cobra pose. Take an inhale. And exhale, lower your chest down to the mat. This time, let's center our fingertips on the floor. So take your hands wide off of the mat and inhale to a wide baby cobra. Heart lifts. On your exhale, dip your right shoulder towards the mat, look to the left. Inhale, lift up through center. Left shoulder dips on your exhale. Two more times, inhale at the top. Right shoulder. Inhale through center. And left shoulder. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your heels, round your way forwards, high plank. Exhale, child's pose, tap the knees, send the hips back. Keep dragging the fingertips back, tent them behind you. Inhale, push the chest, the hips forwards. Exhale, hips come back down. Right arm sweeps up and over the ear. Inhale. And exhale, take it down behind you. Left arm, inhale, up and over. Good, exhale. Come up onto your shins. Inhale, stand up. Bend the elbows, pull them back. Exhale, interlace the hands. Lift the chest, inhale, shoulders down. Exhale, think child's pose, hips go back, tap your forehead down. One breath in. Breath out, release your hands. Stretch the hands forward, slide forwards, baby cobra. This time you might untuck your toes and push up to an upward facing dog. Tops of the feet press down. And then downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Again, inhale, lift your heels, lift your hips, pull yourself forwards, high plank. On your exhale, knees tap down, child's pose. Keep the hands moving, drag them all the way back behind you. Tent your fingers, push the chest, inhale. Exhale, hips go down. Left arm over the ear, inhale, sweep it. Good, exhale. One more, inhale, right arm. And exhale, stand up on your shins on your inhale. Bend the elbows, exhale. Catch the clasp at the low back, inhale, lift. And exhale, child's pose, hips go back, forehead taps down. One breath in with the bind. Breath out, release your hands. Crawl yourself forward, maybe you come right into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We'll do that 2 more times, a little bit faster. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, knees tap, child. Keep dragging the fingertips back. On your inhale, lift the chest, maybe hips press. Exhale, hips down. Right arm over your ear. Inhale, sweep it, circle it, and exhale. Left arm, inhale. Good, exhale. Both arms up, stand up. Exhale, bend the elbows, catch the clasp. Inhale, lift. Exhale, child. One breath in, breath out, release. Slide yourself forward, maybe right into up dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last round, high plank, round forwards. Inhale. Exhale, child's, tap your knees, keep dragging the hands back. Inhale, lift the chest, maybe hips press. Exhale, hips come down. Left arm, inhale, sweeps up and over. Exhale, take it down. Last one, right arm, inhale, big circle. And exhale. Stand up on your shins, inhale. Cactus the arms, catch the inner legs. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, hips go back, forehead goes down, just one breath in. And breath out, you release it. Stretch the hands forward, slide the hips forward, upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a couple of breaths here. Find stillness in your downward dog. How are you doing? Can you guys hear me? Wave your hand if the sound is okay. Yay. Awesome. All right. Switching it up a little bit. Reach your right leg up and back on your inhale. And then exhale, step your right foot straight forwards between your hands. Find a runner's lunge. Most of us will want blocks under our hands for this, so we all have. All right, runner's lunge. Blocks on your hands, or you could tent your fingers. We're gonna pulse. So on your inhale, lower your hips, look forwards. Exhale, shift your hips back, lengthen the right leg any amount. 2 more times. Runner's lunge, bend the right knee, inhale. Exhale, send it back. Last one, runners, to your breath. And lengthen it, relax the head on your exhale. And come back to your runner's lunge on your inhale. On your exhale, left hand down, right arm straight up. Left hand down, right arm straight up. Now push that left heel back, straighten the left leg. Take an inhale, start to sweep the right arm towards the back of the room, and then circle the right hand down, cross it in front of the ear, and then up and over again. So 3 big circles. Second one, exhale. Last one, inhale, take it up and back. As you bring the right hand down, turn to the left. Straddle forward fold, both toes turn in. Good. Lots of butts in the air on our webcams here. Lift halfway on your inhale, lengthen the spine. Your exhale is a side lunge, so you'll gently bend the left knee and straighten the right leg. Good, come through center on your inhale. Take it to the other side on your exhale. Do that 2 more times. Inhale through center, to the left. Good, inhale, and to the right. Inhale, straighten both legs. And then exhale, crawl your hands to the front of the mat. Runner's lunge, take an inhale here. Exhale, step forwards to your forward fold. Now, if you're using a strap for your bind, you'll want to grab it here. Lift half. Do you guys want one? That's all right. Yeah. Lift halfway on your inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Push to the feet to stand all the way up. Arms rise on your inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Cactus the arms, catch that interlace. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, soften the knees as you fold all the way down. Try to lift your shoulders up and away from the ears, creating some space for your neck. One more breath in. Breath out, release the hands. Step your left foot back on your inhale. Downward facing dog is your exhale. High plank, shift forwards on your inhale. Chaturanga, lower halfway, knees can tap down. Upward facing dog is your inhale. Downward facing dog. Second side, left leg sweeps up and back. Left foot steps forwards between your hands. Grab those blocks if you're using them. Inhale, look forward, sink the hips. And exhale, lengthen the left leg any amount. 2 more, runner's lunge, inhale. Send it back on your exhale. 1 more, inhale. Follow your breath. Exhale. Good. Runner's lunge on your inhale. Exhale, twist. Right hand down, left arm goes straight up. Think of straightening this right leg, press the right heel back and pull the left hip back a little bit. Inhale at the top, and then on your exhale, you'll start to circle that hand down towards the floor, let it cut across the ear, go up and back again as you inhale. Exhale, take it down. 1 more inhale, up and back. On your exhale, crawl your feet to the right, straddle, fold over wide legs. Let your head and neck relax. Lift halfway, inhale. Side lunge to the right, bend into the right knee on your exhale. Straighten the right leg, inhale. Take it to the left, exhale. Good, straighten, inhale. To the right. 1 more, inhale. To the left. Straighten both legs, inhale. And then exhale, crawl your hands forwards, runner's lunge. Inhale right here. Exhale, step forwards, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, heart goes forwards. And exhale, you fold. You want to grab your strap if you're using it. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Catch the interlace at the base of your spine. Lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale, soften your knees as you bow forwards. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Release the hands. Right foot steps back. Runner's lunge. Inhale. Plant your palms. Downward facing dog is your exhale. Here we go. High plank is the inhale. Shift forwards. Lower halfway chaturanga. Upward facing inhale. Downward facing exhale. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Right foot steps. Exhale. Inhale, look forwards. Maybe blocks. Exhale, shift back just 1 time. Runner's lunge, inhale. Twist, right arm up, exhale. Take an inhale, sweep the right arm back. On your exhale, take it down and then turn to the left. Both toes go in, both sets of toes. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale this time, it's either a side lunge or a skandasana. So side lunge means the outside of the right foot stays down. Skandasana, you're going deeper and the right toes turn up. Up to you. And then we switch to the other side, so bending to the right leg. Take it again to the left. And then to the right. And then we'll end in center. Fold over both legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Crawl your hands back forwards. Runner's lunge. Take an inhale. Left foot steps. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Maybe you grab the strap. Inhale, stand up. Chair pose is your exhale. Send the hips back. Try to lift the chest. Try to get the weight back in the heel so you're sending the hips back instead of the knees going forwards. Take a breath in. Breath out, bend the elbows. Catch the interlace. Inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. You can straighten the legs. One more breath in. Breath out, release your hands. Left foot steps back. Inhale. Chaturanga is your exhale. Step back lower. Follow your breath. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale. Left foot steps, exhale. Take an inhale here. Shift back, lengthen the left leg one time. Runner's lunge, bend the left knee. Twist on your exhale, left arm up. Inhale, start to scoot the left arm back. Exhale, take it down, turn to the right. Flat back, inhale. To the right, skandasana or side lunge. We'll take it to the left, so we're switching side to side. And you can do this to your own pace. To the right. And then one more to the left. And we'll fold in the center. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, release it. Crawl your hands forwards, runner's lunge. Take a breath in, look forwards. And breath out, step forwards. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Press to the feet, stand all the way up, inhale. Chair pose, send your hips back. Sit low, take an inhale. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms, catch that interlace. Last time you do this, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten the legs, fold forwards, let your head and neck soften. One breath in. Breath out, release the hands. Right foot steps back, inhale. Chaturanga is your exhale. Follow the rest through your breath. Back to downward facing dog. Are we sweating yet? Because I'm sweating. I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt. It's happening. Okay. Lift your right leg up and back on your inhale. Step your right foot forwards on your exhale. So same thing, take an inhale here. Exhale one time, lengthen. Runner's lunge, inhale, twist, left arm up, or excuse me, right arm up. Left hand down, right arm up. Straighten that left leg, push the left heel back. This is a request, side plank. Spin the left heel down, step the right foot back over the left. If you want to modify, you can tap the left knee down the floor below you. Either way, you're pushing to that left hand, and you're drawing some weight out of the left wrist by reaching the right fingertips up and lifting the left hip away from the floor. Take one more breath in. Breath out, take your right hand down, step the right foot forward. Good, turn to the left, skandasana, right into it. Bend the left knee. Good, take it to the right. And then fold forwards over straight legs. So adding on this round, take your hands to your hips, both hips. Lift halfway on your inhale. On your exhale, stand all the way up, hinge at the waist. Warrior two. Bend into the right knee, open the arms. Nice deep bend in the right knee, split the arms open, get really wide. So we'll pulse this. Inhale is flying warrior. You straighten the right leg, take your palms up overhead. Exhale back to warrior two. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Warrior two. Exhale. This time we reverse it. Tilt up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill your hands down to the floor. Flip up the left heel. Take an inhale. Step forwards. Forward fold. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand all the way up. Inhale, chair pose. Send your hips back. Take a breath in. Cactus the arms, breath out. Adding on, bring your hands together at the center of your chest. Prayer hands. Try to keep the heart lifted as you inhale. And then on your exhale, you twist. Left elbow outside, right thigh. Push into the palms and see if you can lift your chest more up towards your thumbs. See if you can sit maybe a little bit lower. Chair pose, both arms rise. Exhale, sit all the way down. Sit all the way down. Navasana, boat pose, we were here once before. Someone requested core work, so here we go. On your inhale, you lower, hover the chest, straighten the legs, and then exhale, lift back up. Good, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale, exhale. Good, here we go, inhale. How many more should we do? Exhale. What do you guys think? Inhale. 20. Under pressure. Inhale. Let's do 5. Inhale. That's 4. Lift. Inhale. 3. Lower. 2. I can see you guys. 1 more. Knees into your chest. Good. Cross at the ankles. Find your way to downward facing dog. You can hop through a chaturanga or skip it. Downward dog. Nice work. All right, second side, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps. Runner's lunge, take a breath in. This part you know. Breath out, shift back. Runner's lunge, inhale. Twist, exhale. Push your right hand down. Straighten the right leg, press it back. And then spin the right heel down, step the left foot back for your side plank. If you want more support, bottom knee can come down. Think of pushing into that arm, lifting the fingertips up, drawing some weight out of the wrist, and then lift the lower hips up a little bit higher. Good. 1 more inhale. Exhale, left foot steps, Skandasana, turn to your right. Bend into the right knee. And then we take it to the left. And then we fold forwards, forward fold. Let your head relax for a moment, just let it hang. Take your hands to your hips, lift halfway, inhale. Stand all the way up, exhale. Warrior 2. Left toes turn forwards. Bend into the left knee and open your arms. Think about getting a little bit wider. Take up space. And then 3 times we inhale, flying warrior, straighten the front leg, palms go up. Warrior 2. Flying, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And warrior 2. This time we reverse, tilt up and back. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the floor. Flip up the right heel, runner's lunge. Inhale. Step forwards to your forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand all the way up, get tall, arms rise, breath in. Breath out, chair, send your hips back. Inhale. Cactus the arms, bend the elbows on your exhale. Take your hands to heart, inhale, and then twist. Right elbow outside, left thigh. See if you can twist a little bit deeper as you pull the belly button in. And then notice the right knee. Is the right knee sneaking forwards? If it's sneaking forwards, that means your hips are a little bit uneven, so pull it back, and then sit maybe a little bit lower. Inhale, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, Navasana, boat pose. Legs go forwards, arms go forwards. A little bit different this time, so try to use your ears. Inhale to lower. Exhale, as you lift, split the knees open, reach your hands forwards. Crow pose, basically. Inhale to lower, good. Exhale, split the knees open, lift, and push with your hands. Inhale, let's do 3 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Knees bend, exhale. 2 more, I think, right? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale, push. Come onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Let's take a break here for a moment. Just rock a little bit side to side, let your head come down. And you'll rock and roll up and down your mat, maybe a few times if it feels good. You'll cross your ankles and you'll find your way back to downward facing dog. We're gonna add on 1 more time and then we'll take a break, but you're in your own house. You can do whatever you want. If you want water, if you want child's pose, do whatever you want. We'll flow one more time. Right leg lifts on your inhale. Right foot steps, exhale. Breath in here. Lengthen the right leg. Bend the right knee, inhale. Twist, right arm up. Side plank, here we go. Step the right foot back over the left. This time in your side plank, you might hover the right leg. So lift the right leg up. Left knee can be down for more support. You might take rock star, so you step the ball of your right foot behind you, and then you turn your hips up to the ceiling. And then you reach your right arm over your ear and you try to look at that right hand. And then we come forwards back through side plank. Take a slow right foot steps, skandasana, crawl your hands to the left. Good, I think we all made it. This time we're coming right into warrior two, so you'll bend the right knee, split the arms open. One time, lift your hands, flying warrior. Warrior two. Reverse it on your inhale. Side angle is your exhale this time. Right elbow, right thigh. Start with the left arm straight up. Take an inhale, start to sweep the left arm towards the back of the room. Just like we did in runner's lunge, and circle it up and over the ear. Good, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Reverse it on your inhale. Let's straighten that right leg. And then come back to warrior two. All right, the left arm will sweep down, forwards and up. High lunge is where we'll land. So you'll flip up the left heel. And my feet are pretty close together, so I'm gonna widen my stance a little. Inhale here. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms. Keep this lift in the chest. As you lean forwards, take your hands to your heart. Inhale, and then twist. Left elbow outside right thigh. Push the palms together. Let's tap the left knee down. Untuck the left toes. See if you can lift your chest up towards your thumbs. And let's split the arms open. So left arm reaches towards the floor, right arm reaches up. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift to your open twist. So keep your arms open. Right arm reaches back, left arm forwards. Good. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can reverse it. Your right hand will come either to the low back or to the left thigh, and you'll tilt the left arm up and back. Here's your psoas stretch, Danielle. And then come back to your open twist, and you'll windmill your hands down to the floor. Tuck the left toes for runner's lunge, and then step forwards, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, arms rise, inhale. Chair pose, exhale. Take a breath in. Breath out, bend the elbows, cactus the arms. Now keep your chest open. Lift the heels, take your hands to the floor. Split the knees open, so option for crow pose. You'll take the knees to outside the triceps. You'll hug them in. You'll shift forwards, pushing the fingertips down, bend the elbows, and you'll lift your toes. Maybe. Look where you're going, you guys. Look forwards. We'll meet in downward facing dog. I wish I could see you all a little bit better. Nice work, you guys. Hi, Liz. Nice work. All right, one more side. We'll take a break. Wow, Nicole, killing it. Left leg lifts on your inhale. Exhale, left foot steps. I think that's your front foot. Yeah, take an inhale. I don't know if your name was Nicole, but that's what it said on the thing. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Bend the left knee, inhale. Left arm up on your exhale. Side plank, push into the right hand, step the left foot back. You might hover the top leg, and the bottom knee can be down if you want to do that. Step the top foot, the left foot behind you, and then you turn your hips up towards the ceiling, and then you look at that arm going over your ear. It may have to go to the wall. Come through side plank. Left foot steps, coming into skandasana, turn to the right. Look forwards to warrior two. Bend into the left knee, open the arms. One time, palms up, inhale, flying warrior. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse it, inhale. This time, side angle, left elbow, left thigh. We'll start with right arm straight up. Bend a little bit deeper into the left knee. And then inhale, right arm sweeps back. Exhale, circle it down. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, take it down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. This time as you inhale, sweep up and back, reverse it, straighten the left leg. And then come back to warrior two. So we're coming into high lunge. The right arm circles down, forwards and up, and you flip up the right heel. You might need to widen your feet. Just take a moment, get stable in the legs. Inhale. Cactus the arms, bend the elbows. Keep the chest lifted, hands to heart center, lean forward, inhale. Twist. Right elbow outside left thigh. Push through the palms. Tap the right knee down. Untuck the toes. Split the arms open. Right arm goes down. Left arm reaches up. And we keep the arms open. We lift to our open twist. You either stay here or left hand to your low back or the right thigh. You tilt up and back. Try to lift up and out of the low back. If you've got low back stuff going on, you want to be a little bit higher. Come back to your open twist, and then take your hands down to the floor. Pick up the right knee on your inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, big breath in. Chair pose. I think the last chair, maybe, I think so. Take an inhale. Bend the elbows, exhale. Feel how lifted your chest is. Try to keep this as you take your hands down, and we'll take crow pose. If you want, don't have to do it. You'll split your knees open. Outside the triceps, plant your palms. Make sure you're looking forwards. Bend the elbows. When your feet pop up, you hug the heels in. Nice, Danielle. Downward facing dog. And then we take a break. Child's pose. Grab some water. Hey, babe. How you doing, Grace and Paula? There's like a animal adventure happening over there. All right, be still for a moment if you can. Coming into child's pose or a seat. And just let your breath steady, let it slow down. So once again, just noticing your body on the floor. So notice the places of your body that touch. Feeling gravity, just kind of pulling you down a little bit closer, a little bit heavier. Take one more breath in. Breath out, let it go. Find your way back to downward dog. We've got one more standing flow for you. Danielle has a guest in the room. Peter Dinklage has joined. She's got a cardboard cutout of Peter Dinklage. I don't know why you have that, Danielle. We'll talk about that later. All right, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts on your inhale. Right foot steps, exhale. Breath in. Breath out, shift back. Right knee bends, inhale. Twist the right arm up, exhale, side plank. Last side plank on this side, step the right foot back, modifying if you want to modify, lifting the right leg if you'd like, stepping the right foot behind you if you'd like for a wild thing, turning your hips up towards the ceiling, reach the right arm over your ear, try to look at it. And slowly come back forwards, all the way to your skandasana. So right foot steps, crawl your hands to the left. Did we make it? Yes. Good. Warrior two. Flying warrior, inhale. This time turn your right toes in, turn both heels in, goddess pose. Bend the knees, take your hands to your heart. Try to sit a little bit lower. I like to wiggle a little bit here, especially if you're listening to the playlist. One more inhale. Can you sit a little bit lower on your exhale? Stand all the way up, inhale. Warrior two. Reverse it, inhale. Side angle, right elbow, right thigh. This time take one big circle with the left arm and then wrap it behind the low back for a half bind. If you like taking the full bind or taking your right hand down to the floor or to a block, you can do that. Maybe the right arm wraps underneath, catches the other hand. You've got your strap if you want to use it. Slowly release it, come back to warrior two. Reverse, get out of that right leg for a moment. And then back to warrior two. And find your high lunge. Left arm circles down, forwards and up. You might need to step the left foot wider. Take a breath in. Breath out, cactus the arms. And then take your hands to heart, lean forwards and twist. Left elbow outside, right thigh. Now you can either keep the left knee up this time or set it down like we did before. Split the arms open on your inhale. Stand up with your arms open on your exhale. Option to reverse it if you'd like. Right hand to the low back or the left thigh. Nice deep psoas, hip flexor stretch. And then come back to your twist. High lunge, both arms up. Bend the left elbow behind the neck. And grab the left elbow with the right hand. Think of a tricep stretch. Right elbow grabs the left. And then we side bend to the right as we just gently pull on that left elbow. Side bend. Good, come back to center, lift both arms up, inhale. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Step the left foot a little bit closer and straighten the right leg. Now we want to grab a strap here, whatever you're using for your strap. Do that same thing with the left, or grab the strap in the left hand. Left hand has the strap. And then you do the same thing. So you bend the left elbow, take it behind the neck. Reach the right arm out to the right, thumb faces down. Bend the right elbow. And you grab the other end of the strap. We've got archer arms here. All right, I think we've all got it. So inhale to lift your chest. On your exhale, start to lean forwards, reach to the heart, and think of pulling the right hip back. Try to keep your neck relaxed. Yeah, you can step the left foot and send the heel down. Yeah, is that easier? Oh yeah, easier. One more breath in. Breath out, release it. Take your hands to the floor. Step your left foot all the way back. Take your left knee down, and then wiggle your right knee to the outside edge of the mat. You'll take your left hand on the floor, take your right hand inside the right knee. Can you guys see me? Inside the right knee. You just gently push it away from you. Option to stay here or take twisted quad stretch. You reach your right hand back for the left leg. Left hand can be on a block if that helps. All right, release the left foot, lizard lunge. Both hands go inside the right foot. You'll have a few breaths here, and you can set this up however you'd like. You can keep the left knee down. You can tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. You can stay up on your hands, or you can come onto forearms. I need a block to come on the forearm, so that's what I would do if I'm coming down. Whatever variation of lizard you like the most. All right, come back up onto your hands and wiggle your right foot back to the middle of the mat. And then take a half split, maybe using blocks. You shift your hips back, fold over the right leg, and just gonna hang here. Now you'll either stay here, or there's an option for a full split. If you want to move towards that, you would, if you do that, just gonna borrow this block. You'll take your 2 blocks. You'll set them up, highest height. Hopefully you can see me on either side of your hip. You wiggle the right leg forwards, and you start to wiggle the left leg back. This is pretty much as far as I'm gonna go, but I'm going to push into the blocks and lift my chest. Here's your psoas stretch, Danielle. So it's both a hamstring stretch, or obviously the right leg, the right hamstring is pretty lengthened here, but I actually feel it the most in my left hip. So it's a hamstring stretch, but it's also a back bend. I'm lifting up and away from this left hip. To come out of it, you'll slowly walk your hands forwards. We all will just take a moment in a seat, so just bend your knees. Take a moment here. I'm going to show you what the next option is. So one of my favorite transitions when I'm warm enough for it is flip dog to wheel pose. So I'll show you first. It's super, super back bendy. Do you mind if I scoot a little bit so they can see me? Okay, so we're going to start in downward dog. We lift the right leg up. You shift forwards, and just like we're coming into plank pose, so you want to get your shoulders over your wrists. Side plank, you step the right foot behind you. So you set up, we've done this a few times, the wild thing. If you want to come into wheel pose, you have to step the back foot in. So both feet meet. I feel like I didn't explain that very well. Let me do that again. Right foot lifts, shoulders over the wrists. Step the right foot behind you. You want to keep this shoulder over the wrist the whole time, so it doesn't go back, doesn't go forwards. That's really hard on the wrists. Find your wild thing. These right fingertips, you try to find the floor with the right fingertips. You tickle the floor. Once you can get them down, notice the left wrist. The left wrist can be in an iffy position here. So you place the right hand down, and then you immediately spin the hands, and then both feet step parallel. Cool. So downward facing dog. We don't have to do the whole thing. We'll do at least wild things. So come to downward facing dog. I'll walk you through it. Downward facing dog. Reach the right leg up. And then shift forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. And then step your right foot behind the left leg. Find wild thing. Reach the right arm up and back over your ear. Good. Now, try to take the right hand towards the floor. Try to tickle the floor with the right fingertips. If you can tickle the floor, you plant the palm down, you spin around the left arm, and then you step the feet together. Whoa, it's some exorcist shit. And we come back to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Last side, last side. Left leg up and back, inhale. Left foot steps on your exhale. Breath in, shift back, breath out. Runner's lunge, inhale. Side plank on your right hand. Left leg steps back. So here we find that wild thing maybe on this side, right foot steps. This is exactly where we were before on that other side. So we're just kind of seeing where eventually we might go. Then come back through side plank. Left foot steps, Skandasana, bend into the right knee. Warrior two. Flying, palms up, inhale. Turn the toes or the heels in, toes out, goddess pose. bend the knees. Inhale, stand up. Warrior two, open up. Reverse it, inhale. Side angle is your exhale, left elbow, left thigh. One big circle with the right arm up and back, half bind the right arm behind the low back. Once you have the bind, you lean back. You try to lift the right shoulder open a little bit more. There might be a full bind. Left hand slides to the floor, maybe underneath the left leg. Slowly release what you've got. Reverse it, straighten the left leg on your inhale. And then come back to warrior two. High lunge is your inhale, right arm circles down, forwards and up, flip up the right heel, big breath in. Cactus the arms. Hands to heart, lean forwards. Exhale, twist, right elbow outside left thigh. You could tap the right knee down, just as we did before if you'd like. Either way, your arms split open on your inhale. And then exhale, use those obliques. Whew, stand all the way up. Reverse it if you'd like. Left hand to your low back, inhale. And then exhale, come back to your twist and find your high lunge. Right elbow bends, right elbow bends. Left hand grabs that right elbow. And you take a side bend to the left. Lift back up to center. Take your hands to your hips. Step the right foot in and straighten the left leg. And we want to grab the strap in the right hand. So we're taking Gomukhasana arms on the second side. Strap or a towel or whatever it is. With hands. Strap in the right hand. Left arm out to the left. Bend the left elbow. Grab the other end of the strap. If your fingertips come together with no drama, then you don't need the strap. On your inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, reach the spine forwards. Think of pulling the left hip back. Try to relax the neck. One more breath in. Breath out, release your hands. Take your hands to the floor. Step the right foot all the way back. Wiggle the left toes out and tap the right knee down. Right hand to the floor. Take your left hand inside the left knee and just kind of push it away from you gently. Might turn into a twisted quad stretch. Left hand reaches back for the right foot. Release your foot. Take your hands down. Wiggle the left foot to center. Half split. Shift your hips back. Bow your head. You might use blocks under your hands. So you'll either pause here, or if you'd like to get a little bit deeper, you'll take those blocks, set them up on either side of your hips. Wiggle the left foot further forwards. Wiggle the right knee further back. And you just kind of shimmy your legs until you're in a position where you're like, all right, I could stay here. It's not painful, but it's, you know, it's a pretty good stretch. And then you push into the blocks and you think of lifting up and out of the right hip. Wherever we are, we slowly come out. So if you're in that towards the full split, you walk the blocks forwards, right knee forwards, left leg back. And we'll just pause in the seat for a moment. So if you want to try that wild thing to wheel on the second side, this is the last thing I think that we'll do. So downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Shift forward, shoulders over your wrist. Step the left foot behind you. Push into your right arm, lift the hips. Left arm over your ear. You start to tickle the floor maybe with that left hand. When the left hand comes down, the right hand spins, and then both feet step together or step parallel. Come back to downward facing dog. And come onto your belly. Actually, let's come to hands and knees. Come to hands and knees. How are we doing? Doing okay? All right. Try to slow it down. So hands and knees. We'll take puppy pose. You'll crawl your hands forwards, keeping your hips directly over the knees. So you're thinking of melting your chest towards the floor. If you like to get deep here, you could take blocks under your hands. Keep the breath slow and steady. Try to soften your jaw. Then to come out, you'll keep your forearms down. You'll slide your hips forward, Sphinx pose. Forearms are down on the floor. Make an 11 shape with your forearms. So your forearms are parallel, middle fingers pointing straight forwards. Make sure your elbows are just ahead of the shoulders. Good, and then tuck your toes. Lift your hips up, forearm plank just for a moment. Think of pushing the heels back, scooping the belly up and in. We're trying to stabilize the core here after that back bending. Think of firming up your belly a little bit more. Scoop the front of your hips towards your chin. So you're lengthening your low back, tailbone reaches down. One more breath in. On your breath out, start walking your toes up towards your elbows for dolphin pose. Knees can bend. And try not to let your shoulders sink ahead of the elbows. And then maybe you lift both elbows at once for downward dog. All right, half pigeon, right knee goes outside the right wrist. Letting the right shin come down, tuck the left toes, pull the hips back, half pigeon. If you don't like half pigeon, you could come onto your back and take figure four. Try to relax a little bit here. So soften your head, your neck, soften your jaw. If your forehead does not naturally touch the floor, I like to tap my forehead on a block just to support the head and the neck. And once you've had enough, you'll tuck the back toes, gently wiggle the right leg out from under you. We'll switch sides. So coming into downward facing dog in the middle. You'll tap your left knee outside the left wrist. Let the shin come down wherever it lands. Tuck your right toes. So we want to move the hips back away from that left knee. That'll help take some of the weight out of the left knee and bring it more into the hips. And you gently crawl your hands forwards. Try to come to a place where you can soften a little bit more and get a little bit heavier into the floor. See if you can relax the muscles of your forehead. Begin to find your way out, coming back to downward facing dog. Just one last time. From downward dog, you'll just tap your knees down and swing your legs forward. So we'll take a seated forward fold. Start to restore from all the back bending. So scoot your hips back. Knees can be really bent here. I'd rather you have bent knees than try to strain and push yourself forwards. You can also use the strap if you have one. Reach both arms up on your inhale. Keep this long spine. Exhale, take your hands to your feet and just let your head hang. If you feel like you have more space, you might step the feet a little bit further forwards, getting a little bit deeper. But again, really no worries about the hamstring stretch here. It's more about just allowing yourself to fold and round forwards. And then start to come out of it. Sit up. Scoot your hips forward so your knees are bent. Let your feet on the floor. Reach both hands forwards. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you'll very slowly pulling your belly button down, lower yourself all the way onto your back. Try to find your core here. And then once you come onto your back, you'll hug your knees into your chest. Straighten the left leg forwards. Scoot your hips an inch to the right and let your right knee cross over the body to the left. Let your right shoulder relax open. You might close your eyes. Come back onto your back. We'll switch sides. Both knees in. Straighten the right leg. Scoot your hips an inch to the left. And cross the left knee over to the right. Let your left shoulder soften. Come back onto your back, hug both knees in. If there's anything, any last final pose that you would like to take here, like happy baby or an inversion, you're free to set something up. And then when you're ready to come down, maybe you get up and turn the lights off, or you put a shirt or a blanket over your head. You straighten your legs forwards and take your time here. Straighten your legs and you'll turn your palms face up on either side of your waist whenever you feel ready. If you feel like you have some tension in the low back, you might place a couple of blocks or perhaps a couple of pillows under each knee for some support. And if, by the way, you're listening to the playlist I sent and it's not on the last song right now, you'll want to put on the last song. We're just going to sit here together in stillness for the last few moments. One last breath in together all the way up. And gently let it go. Shavasana. Slowly start to bring some movement back into your body. You might wiggle your fingers and your toes. Starting to deepen your breath. Starting to come back to this space, your space, your body, your breath, the space in which you are safe, where you can be in this present moment, not in the past moment, not in a future moment, but in this exact moment here right now. Just noticing the sensations in your body as your breath moves, as your body begins to come back to life. And bring your feet to the floor. And hug your knees into your chest. And find your way to a seat. We're going to take just a couple of nice big breaths together. So hands at the center of your heart, close your eyes. Take a big breath in, fill all the way up, all the way to the top. Hold here, sip in a little bit more air, and open your mouth side out. One more time, big breath in. Hold at the top. See if you can fill in a little bit more. And then exhale, let it go. Lift your thumbs up to the center of your forehead. I'm so grateful that we were all able to connect, even if we can't all be physically together. So let's bow to each other in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much, you guys. I feel like I should have something like powerful and hopeful to say, but I don't know if I have the capacity for that at the moment. But I love you all so much. It's so special to see your faces. Thank you. If you have any feedback or thoughts, I'll be doing this. I mean, this week it'll be 4 times a week. I would love to find some consistency in the weeks going forward. So if you have any feedback on how this went, what else you want to do?
Just the audio, because I couldn't hear it. I have the music.
Yeah.
And I have to turn it like way down because I could barely hear you.
Okay.
Just maybe using a mic or something.
One piece of feedback, I think everyone else should mute their lines. I think not everyone was muted, and so sometimes I was getting feedback from other people's mics. That was like, or other people's speakers too. So I think that's just one piece.
Okay.
I really liked your roommates. I thought that was really helpful to have 3 people in the room doing everything, like for real. That was great.
Nicole's waving at you. Nicole in front, yeah. Well, thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Reach out, be in touch. If you want to have a FaceTime date, please let me know. I'm here, as are you, separately. So, yeah.
This was awesome.
Thanks so much. It was great.
Thank you.
Guys.
Yes, it was great. Thank you, Patricia.
Have a good
Take care,
one.
everyone.
Good night.